Hey, this is Mark DeRosa. Welcome to the show.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the New York Yankees and the Baltimore Orioles. Orioles baseball coming up next. Felix Hernandez will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA. That's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball one, no strike.
Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, they came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, this definitely looks like a situation where somebody's going to have to call a team meeting. I don't know if it comes from a veteran or the manager decides to close the doors for a second, but this team has not played well. They find themselves losing lately. They lost the last game, and they're going to need a spark to get this thing turned around.
3-0 now. Hernandez has become known as a starting pitcher that frequently works deep into games. The kind of guy you want on the staff when your team needs some rest because he tends to eat up innings all by himself. Hit hard on the ground to short. He's got it.
Let's go, beat it out. Come on, come on,
Throw
come on.
in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. So just the 1 hit in the inning, but it's a home run that pushes him out in front. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Yankees 1. The Orioles coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Walter Johnson gets the call for game 1 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
You know, every pitcher comes out of spring training hoping they can make somewhere between 30 to 35 starts. This guy will be making start number 30 on the year. He's reliable, he's dependable, and he's been pretty good all season long. 30 starts, not an easy thing to do.
For the Yankees, the designated hitter.
New inning set to get underway, and digging in is the veteran DH, Lou Gehrig. Now the pitch. Driven deep at the wall. It is gone. A solo shot down the line in right. So he just continues to club the baseball at an alarming rate. As the Yankees have tied things up, it's 2-2.
Yeah, it's a long season with a lot of peaks and valleys, but he's getting hot here in September. That bodes well for him and his team as things crank up in October. We'll see if he can stay hot when it matters the most.
All ready to go in the top of the 5th, and in steps the Iron Horse, Lou Gehrig.
Hey, Matty, an interesting sequence in that last at-bat when he hit a home run. First pitch breaking ball when he hit that towering long drive home run. We'll see if they attack him more with fastballs in this at-bat.
Hey, let her rip one time.
The windup and the 0-1. Didn't stay on top of the slider that time as it misses high.
Hey, drive it deep, big dog. Here we go.
Lined into right, a base hit.
Find the ball.
With that, the Yankees have put their leadoff hitter aboard to start out the inning.
You know, D-Row, the benchmark of having a great year is 200 hits. How about this guy? Rack up 250 hits on the season so far.
Yeah, and you don't do that without just a staunch approach at the plate of using the entire field. This guy can move the ball out of the ballpark, can
Now
play
batting,
line to line,
the third
opens
baseman,
up the entire
Eddie
field, no way to defend him.
Matthews.
250 knocks cannot be understated.
He's going.
Runner goes for second. Pitch inside. The throw. Not in time as he steals second.
Well, some may say that's a questionable steal with such a big lead, but to me, it's still too early to worry about disrespecting the other team. I've seen leads like this disappear, so they're going to keep trying to pile on.
Gehrig leads off second with nobody out. Shatters the bat as this is hit on the ground. Scooped up. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Stepping into the box,
Now
Robinson
batting,
Cano.
the
1
second
for
baseman,
2 in the ball game thus far.
Cano.
The 3-1 pitch. And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning. So striding in, Aaron Judge.
The
He
right
singled in
fielder,
2
number
trips to the
99.
plate thus far.
Aaron Judge.
Find me a barrel right here.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight. Don Mattingly will
Now
bat
batting,
next.
the
He's
first
1
baseman,
for 2 in this one.
Don Mattingly.
The 1-2. Weak grounder back to the mound.
Get down,
Throw on to first, and the Yankee threat goes by the boards as the inning is over. Yanks strand a pair. They lead it 6-2. Seventh inning ready to roll, and
Leading
digging
off
in
the
is the
game,
big-time power
designated
threat,
hitter,
Lou Gehrig.
Lou Gehrig.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
That's
A ball and no strikes.
Hey, you got it. No one better. Here we go.
It might be. It could be. It's gone. A home run.
A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 730 for his career, as it's now a 6-run ball game. Next will be the designated
Now batting,
hitter, Lou
designated
Gehrig.
hitter,
He'll look to keep it
Lou
going. 3 for 4 so
Gehrig.
far in the ball game.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at bat is second home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
It might be. It could be. It's gone. A home run.
A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His 3rd home run of the ball game, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
Wow, you have a great night in hockey. You score 3 goals, and that's a hat trick. But how about hitting 3 home runs in one night? That's the baseball equivalent of a hat trick, and that's awfully hard to do. And with that win, they've shown they are one of the greatest teams in baseball history, tying the 1998 Yankees, who also had 114 wins. That was an amazing team, so that's some elite company right there.
10-2 the final in this game. So the Bronx Bombers with 114 wins, most in the division. Walter Johnson records his 18th win of the year as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. Felix Hernandez permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Yankees, 10 runs, 13 hits, 2 errors. They left 12 men on base. For the Orioles, 2 runs on 3 hits.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the New York Yankees and the Baltimore Orioles. Lou Gehrig, with less than a month to play, the man who sits atop the home run leaderboard looks to add some insurance to his lead next. Dennis Martinez is ready to go as he'll be on the hill for Baltimore. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA. That's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
Come on, stay hot up there. Let's go.
Now the pitch. Martinez has pitched a little more than 160 innings in this campaign, and when you look at his whip over those innings, it's not a particularly pretty number, over 1.5, so he's often dealing with a lot of traffic on the base paths, unfortunately. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Hey, this guy's so aggressive. I don't think this pitch is anywhere near the zone.
Hey, keep it rolling. Here you go.
Hit hard up the middle. And that is by him on into center field. So good hitting on 0-2 nets him a leadoff single. And that'll put him at an even 40 consecutive games with a base hit as that ties the legendary Ty Cobb.
Yeah, I can't even begin to even imagine what this guy's thinking right now. 40 straight games in the big leagues facing this type of talent and finding a way to mix in a knock. Dan, as a pitching staff, it starts getting into what range when you know you're trying to end a guy's streak.
No doubt about it, D-Roy. You go through a meeting before the game, you're going over the entire team, and you don't want to be that guy that keeps that streak alive. Unfortunately, he did, and the streak lives on to 40 games.
And that misses for ball 4, and it's 1st and 2nd now with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Now at the plate, Robinson Cano. He carries the 8th best average in the American League entering play.
Hey, not a bad year for a second baseman. There's some really good two-sackers out there, but second basemen aren't typically where you expect to have one of your better hitters.
The 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Wow, that's awfully impressive right there. The pitch before was really close. Called the ball. What does he do? He comes back with a better pitch and gets the punch out.
Number 99. Aaron Judge.
Hey, say hi, huh?
And this ball is popped up, drifting back behind the mound. Murray camps under it, and he's got it for route number 2. Into the box now, Don Mattingly. And as you can see, he's seen that average climb the last week or so.
Don Mattingly.
Come on, guy. Get your pitch up there. Hey, your
Here's
pitch,
the
your
0-2. Drilled to first, right to him.
down.
And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Yanks strand a pair. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. At the plate, Lou Gehrig. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, guys, still the only hit in this game so far. They've been pretty well shut down. Guys on the mound have really much controlled the whole outcome up until this point.
Line to the right side. And that's in for a base hit, his second in as many trips to the plate. The tag, and he's nabbed, trying for 2. Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Lou Gehrig. He was thrown out at second trying to stretch a base hit into a double in his last at-bat.
Yeah, fellas, not sure if he got the go-ahead from his base coach or not. Can't believe he did, but it looked like he was running in mud right there.
Off the plate.
And that misses inside 1-0. Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya! A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, so he just continues to club the baseball at an alarming rate, and it's now 6-4. Digging in to try it again, Lou Gehrig. We discussed earlier how he was one of the league's best power bats, and he's lived up to that reputation with a blast earlier in this game.
And you can just tell how confident he is in the box, hunting his pitch, not coming outside the zone or expanding it. I would expect him to put another good swing on the ball right here.
A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Adios, pelota. Two-run shot to straightaway center, his second home run of the game, and they double him up. It's 8-4.
When you play with the big part of the field, it doesn't surprise me that you lead the league in home runs. That was an absolute bullet to dead center. What an impressive swing.
Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Lou Gehrig. And we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at-bat, his second home run of the game.
Driven deep at the wall. It is gone. Solo shot to right center. His third home run of the ball game, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
Well, if you would have told him when he woke up this morning that he was going to hit 3 home runs tonight, he would have thought he was dreaming. Well, it's a dream night, but he's wide awake. It seemed like everyone had a hand in this win, and that's usually the case when you win a game by 8 runs. Feels good to dominate a game like that.
12-4 is the final in this game. The Yankees win for the 115th time to set the pace in the division. Babe Ruth records win number 16 on the season. Dennis Martinez struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 16 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the New York Yankees and the Baltimore Orioles. Lou Gehrig, with less than a month to play, the man who sits atop the home run leaderboard, looks to add some insurance to his lead next. Brandon Bailey will be the starter for the O's in this contest. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, it just goes to show you how tough it is to pitch in today's game. This guy has a career ERA over 5. At times he can be good, and at times he can be really, really bad. It'll be interesting to see which guy shows up in this one here today.
Next for New York, Lou Gehrig. His squad has put together a strong year, and his home run production has certainly been a big part of it.
Yeah, he's been a monster, not only on the field, but off it as well. Representing an elite power threat in the lineup, and also helping guys off the field in the clubhouse with a veteran presence. This guy's been special this year.
And that'll split the gap as it should be extra bases. Mays isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0. And he will creep ever closer to that record, as you see there. This hitting streak has reached epic proportions now.
D-Row, this guy is just amazing right now. He's just swinging a magic wand, and it looks like there's no end in sight to this streak.
Yeah, you can't think of anything else. This is national news right here. This is all anybody's talking about. When you start getting into these numbers, almost 2 months, and you're challenging Joe DiMaggio and the 56-game hit streak, it's all anybody should be talking about.
And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game, or he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
Stepping in, Robinson Cano. He's currently 9th in the American League batting race entering play.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
2-2. Here it is. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Santander waits on it. And that's the 3rd out. Yankees forced to settle for 1. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. The Yankees lead this one 1-0. Lefty Grove starts the game on the mound for the third and final game of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy's had a really solid season, and what shows me that more than anything, solid 3-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio, and if he continues to do that, he'll pitch really well in this one.
Striding forward now is the DH, Lou Gehrig. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
Curveball is nowhere close, and it's 1-0.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that field because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
Hey, hit me a seed right here.
The 1-0. Hit hard on the ground to second. And that's through into right field for a base hit. Long throw to the plate. But this won't be in time as he's well safe and the run scores.
Well, Dero, you know, they say records are made to be broken, and what a monster year this guy's had.
Yeah, there it is, Dan. Most RBIs in one season. I can't begin to tell you as a former offensive player what that means. You want to put biscuits in the basket, runs scored and ribbies, runs scored and ribbies, and this guy's the best in the business right now.
Eddie Matthews.
The 0-1 pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. On the run is Santander. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And they won't get him at third as they've moved runners to the corners now with just one away. At the plate, Robinson Cano, and their runners at the corners now. Runners are at the corners with one man out.
Right guy, right spot. Come on now, kid.
And this is on the ground is short. Could be two. One there. Over to Murray. They get the double play. And the side is retired. Yankees forced to settle for one. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Yankees lead it 2-0. Standing in, Lou Gehrig. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance.
Gehrig.
Hey, she didn't rip it there.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Right up, baby.
And that's down into left center for a base hit. He pulls into second safely as a run will score on the play as well. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. So digging in now, Eddie Matthews. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Alberto has got it, and the side is retired. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Yankees are out in front, 5-0. Stepping into the box, Lou Gehrig trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far.
Gehrig.
Get your pitcher, drive it. Let's go, big dog. Your spot.
Here's the first pitch to him. Got him fishing that time. 0-1.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
Hey, be patient. Pick one out.
0-1. Here it comes.
That counts. 1-1.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
Now here's a fly ball. Well hit. And that one is gone. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. So he just continues to club the baseball at an alarming rate as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
You want to certainly drive home runs out of the ballpark, then you better get on the gas. And that's what he did right there. That fastball was not sneaking by him.
So striding forward now, Lou Gehrig. And he's coming off a 2-run homer his last time around.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Matty, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
From the belt, the pitch. Strike one to start the at-bat.
Hey, let's go, big fella.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Markakis retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. One more look at the final out. A teeth rattler if ever there was one. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. In now, Lou Gehrig. He bats with a homer and 2 doubles to his credit.
Lou Gehrig.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Swung on and belted. Get out the rye bread and mustard, Grandma. It's grand salami time.
A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, his second of the game as the blowout continues.
Oh, a little quick jump right there. He does it in a variety of different ways. That time, first pitch out of the gate, he was coming unglued.
Well, folks, you've just witnessed a little bit of Major League Baseball history. That's win number 116. That's right, 116 on the season, tying them with the all-time record holders, the 2001 Mariners and the 1906 Cubs. It literally does not get any better than that.
15-2 the final tally here. The New York Yankees earn their 116th win, tops in the division. Lefty Grove hosts his league-leading 21st victory as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. Brandon Bailey couldn't escape the 4th inning as he slapped with the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 9 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.